Mabuhay madayaw, may buntag sa atong tanan, o welcome sa Pep Talks karong semanaha. Ako si Ian Garcia, ang moderator nyo. O isa ka busy na pud ka semana no, og moabot tay nga mga bulan diri sa ato ang rehiyon, sa Davao Region. Of course, ang atong Pep Talks is brought to us by SF Supermalls and the Department of Tourism Region 11. Okay, dagan-dagan tag guest, pero ang uban mupaabot pa no. So karon kauban nato, sugdan na nato no, without further ado. He's going to promote the Northcrest Community Pop-Up Market. Kauba to Higala, Mr. Gilbert Alvarez. Gilbert, may buntag. Ay, ito atong mic isa day, sorry.
Hello. Good morning, may buntag sa tanan, and welcome to Pep Talk. And also, good morning, Ayan.
Salamat kayo pag-anhi diri karon. Of course, unya atong pangayoon ang mga detalye sa inyong activities kaning ginatawag ninyong pop-up market. No? Ug kauban po nato isa kahigala po nato at naa siya diri para to tell us about the details sa celebration sa Matina Town Square. Ang ilahang manager for day operations, sales and marketing, Mr. Jos Bagot. Jos, may buntag sa
Yes,
inyo.
mabuhay og padayaw, may
Padayaw.
buntag sa tanan, daghang salamat sa opportunity Ian and SM and this is my first time sa Pep Talk and
Definitely not the last.
not the last. Daghang salamat.
Nalamagin si mo, Mike, sugdan na nato, no? Of course, we are very excited kay hapit na ang 25th anniversary sa Matina Town Square. Sa mga awa pa nakabalo, I'm sure, no? Institusyon naman ng MTS diri sa Tundakbayan. Would you like to tell us unsay mga panghitabo, unsay celebration ninyo for this upcoming week?
Yes, so this month September, we are celebrating our 25th anniversary of Patina Town Square. So 25 years na si MTS as a hub for entertainment, food, arts and culture. So actually last August 8, gi-launch na amo ang logo, among 25th logo. This is created by Jose Paulo Aquiatan, si Joey Aquiatan, also an artist from Eden. Ito ginawa niya na logo. Sino-launch namin siya last month. And then this coming, we have few events for this month. This coming Sunday, we have Artist Appreciations Night. Ito siya, i-recognize po namin lahat ng mga artists, performers, cultural group, even mga solo performers sa Matina Town Square na nag-perform na sa MTS, especially sa Tabuan. So this is a gathering of all performers natin, both mga Davao performers. So we're expecting around 200 to 300 participants, mga artists na pupunta sa Tabuan. So we will also recognize sila, bibigyan namin sila ng certificate and may mga awards din kami na loyalty awards na yung mga banda or performers na nag-perform sa MTS since nag-start kami in 2000. So we also have a special celebration this coming September 19. So we invited two sought after bands, si J.R. Oclarit and the Dukes. So we also have special participation from Mugnapak na grupo, and then this is hosted by Kaiser Buado. And yung sa September 21, it's an exclusive event. It's a gathering na lahat ng mga partners na Matina Town Square. This is an exclusive event. So we will also award yung mga tenants natin na naging part na matagal na sa amin, na nag-start since 2000, andyan pa rin sa Matina Town Square. And then especially yung mga personnel, mga personnel pa ng MTS. So yun.
Kato mga events na yung mention, this will all happen sa Tabuan or na yung mga certain areas?
Yes, sa Tabuan. Appreciations Night and katong September 19, sa Tabuan na siya. So it's for admission, so pwede po tayong pupunta sa Tabuan.
And this is open to the public?
Yes, open to
ticket?
public. Walay ticket, open siya sa public.
Okay.
So both activities, yung September 14 and September 19, mag-start ng 6 p.m.
Alright. Okay, so unya, daghan pa pa kayo na detalye, no? Kay Gilbert naman, kabalo ko, naapod mo yung activities sa Northcrest. Could you tell us about it, Mike?
Yeah, good morning everyone. Nami event sa Northcrest, it's located at Buhangin, Kabantian. It's Northcrest subdivision, and we'll be having our community pop-up. It's like a bazaar, and this will be on September 28, Sunday, and it will start at 10 a.m. until 7 p.m. So, naitay daghan merchants dito, selling food, desserts, cakes, pastries, and other souvenir items. So, puno naman ang mga booth nato. So, that's why we're here to promote and invite everyone. And it's open to public, and hope to see you there.
Kaning Northcrest, di ba ako, ni siya, private na subdivision. Dili
Yeah.
ba, lisod magsulod dito if mo ato may bisita sa pop-up market?
Yes, lisod talaga mo musulod.
Oh.
Then, but this time, open to public, so nami special access to public.
Asa kung dili taga dito, makasulod gihapon.
Makasulod yapon. Oo.
Kung sa oras siya magsugod ba?
Alas 10.
Alas 10 sa buntag,
Yeah, until 7 p.m.
until 7 p.m.
Yeah. Aside from that, nami tennis clinic. It's open to everyone. Nagyapon na coach dito na mutudlo unsaon pagdula sa tennis.
Alright. So dili lang siya mga booth na po yung tennis ko at coaching.
Yes.
Ayun,
Oo.
nagkampo yung mga pa dito. Pangkitabo, no?
Napo.
During the pop-up community. Alright, okay. Okay, basig natin mga pangutana from our friends sa media bago tayo magpadayon. Yes, Gio. Ano ba eh? Nabot tayo extra mic diha. Ayun.
Lolo, good morning. A question to sir is about sa anniversary ng MTS. Sir, can you tell us like ang recap na lang about MTS, no? Like over the years niya, sir.
So
History niya, yeah, balik.
Yeah, so si MTS, we started sa last year, 2000, year 2000. So we started a small area lang. We called it the strips. It's few tenants lang we have. And then we nag-expand sa likod. And then by year 2001, nag-open si Tabuan. Si Tabuan is the place na maraming mga food establishments and may nightly entertainment. It's a combination. May mga artworks din doon ng mga Davao artists. And then, every night, meron pong live entertainment. So, mostly, mga Davao performers po talaga. And also, kung may mga special events naman, so, we have bands from Manila or outside Davao. So, yun, over the years, nag-develop si Matina Town Square. As you can see, we have the Ayala Business Center. We also opened few years ago, meron na kami BPO or meron kaming call center. Sa Ayala Business Center, meron po doon ang corporate office, Mindanao office ng Jollibee Corporation, and then yung Awesome OS is sorry, na-mention ko ang Awesome OS, it's a BPO company.
Sa 25th anniversary, sir, anong highlight ng celebration, sir?
So, since kami well-known po sa live entertainment, hinighlight po namin. In a way, yung September 19, it's a mini concert. That's why we invited two sought-after bands, si J.R. O'Claret and then the Dukes. So we by that night, may mga fun games, may mga paraffle. So basically, it's really a celebration through live entertainment.
And last question, sir, if I may ask, kung may idea ka lang, sir, na kumusta na yung number of visitors sa MTS in the year 2025, sir?
Well, since medyo, syempre during pandemic, wala talaga. Since our main is live entertainment naman. And then, especially, may liquor ban during pandemic. Dahan-dahan siya bumalik. And then, ngayon, bumalik naman po yung market namin or yung food traffic before pandemic, same before pandemic. So, thankful din kami sa mga Davaoenos and other visitors. Naagyapon sila, nag-agtogyapon sa MTS. So, yun.
Thank you.
Dolph. Sir Jose, ano yung mga new developments? Kasi para nakita ko may bagong parking space sa likod. Ano yung mga development niya sa MTS?
Yes, yun. Thank you kay napansin mo ang mga parking space. In every establishment, problema dyan kaayo nato ang mga parking space. So, we requested yung mga katabi ng mga properties. So, basically, it's a parking space, additional parking space to cater yung mga customers natin. So, i-mention ko lang din yung development kasi yung pavilion namin is ginawa namin yung pickleball court. So pickleball is grabe ang demand ngayon. Marami na naglalaro ng pickleball. Aside sa tennis tennis and pickleball, grabe pa rin. And then yung pickleball namin is 24 hours na. And then yung court namin is international siya na standard para pang tournament din. So yun.
Sa expansion, bilhin niyo yung ibang lote. Is there an expansion sa...
Expansion, wala pang advice unless bilhin namin si Malayan or si UF, which is impossible. So actually wala na pong property na pwede i-expand si MTS. So MTS is ganoon na lang talaga ang area.
Pwede siguro pataas, no? Vertical
Yes,
na lang.
pwede siya. Pwede. Kung may mga space kami. But again, kung may mga development na buildings, gusto din namin na ma-retain din yung may mga trees, maraming plants. So yun ang challenge lang sa mga properties na very limited.
Yeah, I think mao po itong charm sa MPS, no nga, doon ay gamay nga park ba? No, na open space, dili lang siya puro bars and restaurants.
Yes, that's correct.
So I'm proud po no to say nga, burag, from the start na ako din sa MPS yung gagimik.
Yes,
Until now,
oo.
gagimik ako dito. Even during the pandemic, I remember, maski wala nag-serve ng alcohol, nag-open ng tabuan, no?
Pagkaon lang.
Pagkaon lang. Ikuan namin dito. Kanang dinakdakan o kalisandi.
Yes, and
Kaya
we're so
walay
thankful
alcohol.
for Sir Ian kasi since nag-start si MTS,
Sa sugod.
until now, andun,
Mas gamay na lang atong consumption sa alcohol karon. Di pala sa una nga magdamagan yun, no? O, doon na patay questions? Yes. Mike, please. Regine?
Sir, sa MTS pa rin po. Sir, how are we competing po? Especially the tabuan, sir. Especially ngayon na medyo marami na rin ang parang ganyan din ang setup po.
sorry,
How are we competing?
sorry, medyo maliwanag. Thank you for that question, ma'am, no. Kung sabihin natin na marami ng live entertainment, marami ng alcohol, alcoholic beverages, mga bars, resto bars, marami na talaga sa Davao. Ang sa amin lang is we ask our tenants na i-highlight yung mga pagkain namin. That's why mapansin nyo sa Tabuan, they have our establishments there, they have different food selections. Meron na kaming unli crabs, may native chicken, may specialty is bulalo, may specialty is sisig. Yun, ina-highlight po namin. And then of course, hindi talaga mawawala na we value our Davao performers. That's why, and cultural. Kasi every Tuesday we have cultural night. So I think we are the only establishment or resto bar or establishment na may regular cultural night. So every Tuesday po yan sa Tabuan.
So in comparison po dati, kamusta po yung dami ng tao na pumupunta pa rin, especially during weekends or Friday night?
Yes, weekend is, we are so thankful lang sa mga Davaoeños na, kasi for sure, this is a fact ha, basta may bagong establishment sa Davao, pinupuntahan talaga yan. Sa MTS, mapansin namin yan na, hindi ganun same ang food traffic pag may bago, but definitely, babalik din sila. So, peak namin is Friday and Saturday talaga po.
Thank you po.
Thank you.
Yes, Carlo? Right. Good morning. Welcome back to me from a very long travel bitaw ay kay to Sir Jose of MTS. I'd like to ask regarding this. Compared from the first inception sa MTS compared to now, how was it? And how is it known sa mga local artists na moingon nga binabalik-balikan nila ang maong tabuan, especially kung matagabi sila mag-perform regardless of any date, despite of so many challenges na may mga new sound, new wave music na halos di ta ka-relate sa atong mga Gen Z, mga millennials, kumbaga.
Oo, that's true, no? That's why ang programming namo sa Tabuan, we have different genre per night. So especially like Tuesday, cultural night and world music. Every Thursday is the classic. Yun ang kinikater namin mga dads natin at mga lolo. So mostly 70s, 80s, even 60s, yun ang programming or yung program nila na genre. And for Friday and Saturday, it's variety naman. So doon papasok yung different markets natin, which will also cater yung mga Gen Z na market.
Open mic, how about the open mic? Pwede ba gyapon at every time nga pwede sila mag-open?
We used to have the musicians nights every Sunday, kaya lang nawala siya, I think during pandemic. But now, meron kasing isang grupo na nag-handle for that, yung sa Madhi. So sa Madhi, I think once a month sila sa Tabuan, once a month during Sunday. So meron po mga jammers, lahat po ng genre, magpa-perform. So I think most probably nasa 15 to 20 bands ang mag-perform for that night. So I think dyan po papasok ang yung different genre. So magja-jam.
Iconic ba ya katong stage sa Tabuan? But are there any chances na ingon natong highly time ba mag-renovate? Because there are some instances na ang mga musicians kay na may personal concerns on the platform sa staging or anything goes. Is it time na possible renovations?
Yes, that's possible naman. Kasi sa isang establishment, kailangan, yun kasi ang gusto ng tao, may bago. So time to time, may bago. Hopefully, maano namin na time to time, meron talaga bago. Just like yung stage po namin, very limited lang because of the demand, because of yung mga performances ng cultural group natin. In-expand natin sila para ma-accommodate po lahat. And then, but of course, we will preserve, kahit na may renovations na gagawin, we will preserve yung arts po na nasa yung mga murals natin sa Tabuan, yun, and mga artifacts ng indigenous people. So, yun.
To Sir Alvarez, I think I'd like to ask regarding sa for the benefit of the viewers po and within the nearby areas, I'd like to ask regarding unsay kasagaran katong sa ginabaligya sa pop-up market kumbaga for the information everyone although you have done this pero for the information na lang sa uban.
Yes. Ang mga ginabaligya sa pop-up is mostly mga food, desserts, mga cakes and pastries, then mga novelty items, mga pre-love items, and apoy mga barbecue dito. So almost mostly mga homeowners manggod ang nagabaligya dito. So ilahang item murag ilahang sariling luto nila, which is they want to promote to the community, and also at the same time they get to know the homeowners, mga kapitbahay nila, kay this is the chance that they would be able to meet each other and talk, at least mag-connect sila. Ano siya?
So I'd like to ask pod in every batch pila ka mga homeowners nga gina-participate for every ingon nato katong pop-up market diha.
This is the first pop-up that I organized for this year, and we're trying to weigh if okay ang dagan ani. So as of now we have more or less about 30 merchants. Yes. 30 merchants na. So promotion na lang kulang namo. So for everyone to come in, especially the public, para at least ma-engganyo po ang mga merchants to do it next year if possible, no? And also at the same time para medyo makagana yan sila, so we integrated the tennis clinic, which is for all ages from teens to adult, no? So nami coach dito to train tanan mga gusto mo mutuon tennis.
Libre ba ni siya, ay? Ang
No, ang
Ang
tennis,
IP.
Ang tennis fee is 1,000 for the registration, and katong sa pop-up, it's 1,500 for non-homeowners, and that includes the venue and also the utilities na lang.
Alright, bago tayo magpadaya we'd like to welcome here sa atong set our friends from Panabo City. We have with us, join us please diri sa atubangan. We have the Panabo City Tourism Officer, Sir Alan Roy Hencianos, the Panabo City Information Officer, Mr. Michael Angelo Resueño, and the Executive Secretary and 13th Binulig Festival Executive Director, Ms. Joan Relampagos Capuyan. Please join us diri sa... wala si Ma'am Joan. Ay. May buntag. Mabuhay madayaw. Yes ka. Hatag na to ang mic sa ato mga bagong abot na bisita. Sir, may buntag o mabuhay madayaw. Can you tell us something sa yung upcoming event sa Panabo City, sir?
Thank you, sir. This is our 13th year to celebrate Binulig Festival. It's a celebration of our annual produce by our agriculture sector. And this doesn't only talk about our agriculture's produce, but also our abundant talent. So binulig comes from the word bulig, no? Katong sa saging ba nga bulig, no? And it symbolizes the unity and abundance of talents, people, and the produce of Panabo City. And sir, if you allow me, we have our tourism officer who can elaborate the activities of our Binulig Festival.
Sir Alan, may buntag, mabuhay madayaw.
Mabuhay madayaw, sir. Ayan. So, thank you guys sa opportunity na include me today's pep talk po to promote our upcoming celebration of the 30th Binulig Festival. So, our Binulig Festival is coming October 6 to 12. So, a week-long celebration of our festivity starting October 6. So, opening namo October 6 with a grand parade and opening program and the opening of all the agri-village, the food parks, and the Buwan tribal village on the day. Then the second day would be the Fisher Folks Day. Kasi Binulig Festival is more focused on the farmers from fisher folks to farmers, upland farmers. Third day would be Farmers Day or the Ibi Bawl Pasundayag sa Binulig. And the fourth day would be Carabao Racing and Hiyas ng Binulig preliminaries. And the fifth day, business forums, Binulig Trabaho Negosyo for the kadong job seekers. So, additional day. Sixth day would be the Hiyas ng Binulig Coronation Night. And the last day would be the closing program and the free concert. Maybe we invited a national artist for this last day, sir.
Na-curious lang ko, ano na ba yung significance sa October? October hold ang Binulig Festival?
Actually, Binulig Festival is part of the Buwan ng Tribo. The Buwan ng Tribo is composed of 3 components. The educational, the second day would be the Binulig Festival, the third day is the Larong Tribo, and the last day is the whole presentation of their culture. So, the second day, designated siya, mixed good siya. Not only we're promoting the agriculture part, but we're also promoting the cultural part of the city. Since Binulig Festival is more on the whole aspects of what Panabo is, the culture, the people, the agriculture part, and the economic part of the city nga. Gina-celebrate namo siya as a whole nga kaning kung unsa ma-showcase na mo unsa ang kaning paan, unsa ang agriculture part in Panabo City.
In a nutshell, this is the best time nga buwisita sa Panabo, no? Makita nila tanan dito on October. So, padayon ta sa atong region list. Napatay mga pangutana.
Anyone from Panabo LGU po? You've mentioned po na i-showcase na to ang atong mga product. Unsa ba na mga product ang atong lauman during the celebration po?
We have a agri-village, so most of that products is came from the agriculture. So napod mi mga locally made products na tatak Panabo pud siya. So most of it's the banana made in bananas and craft from the local producers.
In addition to what our tourism officer said, no, yung sinabi niya regarding sa tribal products namin, we have a lot of produce from our tribal group they will showcase that sa kanilang tribal village, and opposite that tribal village is a food park, no, showcasing the products of our local businesses. I think there's more than 50 shops doon, and they also invited other businesses from around Davao del Norte. So yun yung mga local products natin. And aside naapod mga products from our Tatak Panabo Pasalubong Center. Yung mga banana chips. You know, Panabo City is known for being the banana capital, no, because of our large banana plantation. So we will showcase that. And also cocoa products. No, we have also a chocolate manufacturing company, a cooperative in Panabo City, and many more. Yung mga non-food products din.
For this year po, unsa ba kaabunda ang atong agricultural products po?
Because of the katuganing concern namo sa Fusarium wilt, sa Panama, no, disease. Ang among agriculture office, they've suggested na mag-shift na to corn ang uban na mga plantations namo ang among mga farmers, and also we are encouraging rubber plantations kay tungod na po dito ang head sport, the biggest they said the biggest na tennis ball manufacturing business in the world. So gina-convert na namo diha. So as of now, no, abundant kaayo pud ang amo ang mga farms karon kay we look sa mga critical conditions sa ato ang mga farmers, and we look for interventions, other high valued na mga products pwede nila pwede nila i-showcase, not dili lang saging, no, tungod ana nga problem.
So far po, na ba result ang katong ato ang suggestion sa mga farmer na kanang mo shift sa uglaing product?
Yes po, naana po. Actually, isa na sa kanang gina-focus karon sa atong City Agriculture's Office. Kay na naman tay mga value-added na mga interventions and also mga manufacturers. Actually, that is one of the activities sa Binulig Festival, which is our business and producers forum, so that they will be linked with other manufacturers inside or outside Panabo City.
So far, kamusta po ang kaning pag-shift nila? Na success po ba or still ano pa siya?
It's ongoing, pero maayo man pud ang ilahang turnout. Successful man pud. We actually talk a lot with the City Agriculture's Office in partnership with tourism. And I'm also gawas information. I also handle investment office. So because of that na mga meetings namo, makabalo man mi nga everything's doing well. So we will look for more interventions para sa ilaha.
Kay City Tourism po. Sir, kamusta naman po ang tourism po sa Panabo City?
As of now, nagahay taas kayo ang kaningkuan, ang tourism aspect sa city. Since we are growing, daghan mga businesses aligned with tourism, tourism related enterprises, nagataas po. So, from way back, 3 years, mas taas yun ang ato ang tourism industry karon sa siyudad sa Panabo.
Sir, unsa ba ato ang sa ato ang city po unsa ang atong gina-offer gyud when it comes to tourism?
We have a lot of tourism sites, publicly owned. The banner site in Panabo City is the Panabo Mangrove Forest Park. So this is a vast, it's a 95-hectare banana plant. Mangrove forest with a component of boardwalk and watchtower. And we have Mabunaw Eco Park, and we also offering banana plantation, a plantation component, which is the Tadeco Banana Plantation and the Tadeco Livelihood and Training Center. So, isa po sa mong component is the agri-industrial, which is dito ni sulod si Hidsport, the biggest tennis ball company in the city. Kay gina-open po nila ang door to showcase what is in the process of making the tennis ball. So, nana siya sa mention sa ato ang Flow Industrial Estate component nga pesa po siya nga site sa atong syudad. Yes po.
Sir, so far kamusta ato ang visitors po sa ato ang mga tourism spot? Napatay data sir kung nidaghan siya or
Yes, nag-increase atong tourist arrival from past years. Dili man kay na nakadako pero from 2020 to now, nagataas yun siya at least 10% every year. Yes po.
Thank you, sir.
Two questions to sir sa Northcrest, then to sir sa tourism. Unahin ko na tourism kayo na sa mic. Sir, yung sa tennis ball, yung factory, open na siya for tourists, and do we have book, may nagapunta na dun sa operational na ba siya, and ano yung makita ng turista dun sa factory sa agro-industrial?
Actually, located siya at the AIA, Anpo Industrial Estate, an 88-hectare PEZA, Special Economic Zone sa city. Kung nai magluto visit, just email to their official email sa atong AIA. Sa tennis ball, yes, they're operating year, yes, probably October. Open na sila. The processing from raw to product na tennis ball. So from rubber to product na mismo.
So ilang hectares yung tennis ball factory, and may entrance fee ba doon, or and also aside from tennis factory, pwede rin sila maka-tour sa agro-industrial park?
Yes, pwede po. May marami ding component na businesses, like frozen, kadong ko answer, frozen products na cold factory, food storage, yun. For the entrance fee, wala pong entrance fee for the tennis ball. Just send them letter for confirmation. Yun.
Kasi parang factory tourism, industrial tourism matawag yan.
Yes, and that's tourism.
Visit sa mga...
Actually, in addition to what Sir Roy said, the head sport is under the special economic zone. It's a PEZA, and it is managed by the Anflo Industrial Estate, the Mosa Land. It's not part of the LGU. So, pero recently we have partnered with them, the AIE, we have partnered with them sa aming mga for our guests sa LGU. So whenever there are benchmarks no na ginagawa sa LGU, so we included the AIE as one of the yung sites na i-visit. So they're not technically really open to tourists, pero if you want to visit them, we can facilitate that through our tourism office.
So may naga-benchmark na doon like other LGUs to your towns. Parang alak may aral, ganyan.
Yes, sir, a lot. There were representatives from different embassies. Recently, we had a benchmark from Maguindanao del Sur na mga officials, and we included the AIE so that they can see, no. And it's also a way for us to link different na mga LGUs to the AIE, our Special Economic Zone. Since one, they're looking for rubber producers. Two, coconut, kasi we cannot speak on their behalf, pero because we're partners naman, no, there are a lot of foreign investors kasi doon. And they need coconut producers, they need producers of saba, no, and they export that to other countries kasi we are also the international port sa Del Norte. So it's near like ilang meters lang approximate nila na distance.
So how many factories in the AIE?
I am not sure, sir, pero there is the Headsport, there's the cold storage, there are yung mga solar panels, yung mga wood furniture, ganon. Pero more on export yun sila, sir, eh. So, yun, I'm sorry you cannot give the exact.
Okay, thank you. To sir, sa Northcrest. Sir, maraming pop-ups na nangyari like for example sa Huna, maraming what differentiates yung sa ating activity pop-up? Kasi uso na ngayon yung mga yung pop-up na like for example para dati MTS may kasi I remember yung opening ng MTS 2020 nag-pop-up din kami yung una na nagkuan. And sa inyo sir kasi marami nang pop-up like all over the city, what makes you na magpunta yung mga tao?
Yeah, ang pop-up manggod diri sa Northcrest is mostly mga homeowners are the ones who are making this what they're selling, the food, the pastries, and it's mostly homegrown nila. So it's totally different from the commercial items that being done by outside. Kasi sila gyud mismo ang nagahimo ana eh. So I think it's something from themselves na they innovate these foods or the items that they're selling. So it's at least they get to expose themselves to the public, and also that's why we are inviting everyone to visit us. Eh kabalo mo na isod yung musulod sa Northcrest. So not everyone can just come in and go around the subdivision. So kana lang siya.
Okay, dapat tayo questions? So na-mention naman yun na naging attraction na po in a way ang Anfo Industrial Estate. At doon na ba yung mga activities sa Binulig Festival nga dito i-hold sa estate?
Walay activity sa Binulig Festival dito sa estate, pero naami initial partnership with the AIE sa katugan ng gimension ako sir nga Business and Producers Forum. They are one of the speakers namo. They will invite the manufacturers nga naa sa ilahang area to invite our agricultural producers na makipag-partner sa ila. So ginalink yun namo sila. So partnership in a way.
Ano na ba tayo mga celebrities po from outside of Panabo or from Davao or from Manila nga? Gina-expect nato for Binulig?
Na, sir. Pero because ongoing pa ang procurement, kay undergo man ginamo siya og tarong na pagka-declare, no. So, di sa may ka-declare, sir, ha, kasi ma-wrong ni. Pero naami national artist, singer, ang among gina-target.
To sir, with yung sabi niya tourist, benchmarking sa industrial estate, do we see na mag-develop kayo ng parang package tours to those estates? Kasi isa siyang
Yes, thank you for that question, sir. Yes, isa na sa ongoing project karon sa city since we are going to develop our tourism culture development plan. Isa na ka area which is create me og isa ka tour package allotted to the agri-industrial component sa city. Pwede na mo i-sell pod to outside Panabo City and the tourists.
This September 25, there will be a Regional Information Officers Network meeting, and Panabo is the hosts. And we were so glad na AIE will host on behalf of Panabo so that our information officers of Davao region will experience the AIE, and that they will also siguro invite our constituents or LGUs in other LGUs to in Davao region to visit AIE in the future.
For the sake of time management, hapit na bang lunchtime, but I'd like to ask, I hope dili ko ma-persona non grata ning pangutanan nako sa taga Panabo within ingon natong about sa budget for this year's Binulig Festival. Pila na for this year? Itandi sa previous year nga budget sa previous na year sa festival.
I think we cannot disclose the amount, but yearly man jud ginataasan man jud na namo based on the needs na among nakita every year na we celebrated the festivity. So kung unsa tong budget, the activities would be dapat ma-align and suited po siya nga ma-celebrate nato ang o ma-feel po sa Panaboans kung unsa ang Binulig Festival. Yes, sir. And also we have sponsorships from private sectors and partnerships. Yes. The double light.
To Joe's, siya kasi may mga tourism package. For example, MTS, may mga Davao City na iconic like yung Dinakdakan and yung Aling Poppings. Do you see na magkonti kay culinary tourism sa inyong, because MTS is a parang tourist attraction na rin sa Davao. Like, do you also have Dugre, ganon, mga iconic na mga tambayan?
Yeah, oo. Pwede siya. Gwapo siya na suggestion, although pwede pa naman na siya i-materialize. That's why I mentioned kanina na we wanted to highlight yung mga pagkain around MTS. And thank you for mentioning Aling Poppings and Blue Gray. These are homegrown na mga products sa Davao City. And then we wanted to highlight the different food establishment within MTS, especially at Tabuan. It's pwede yan siya.
Okay, do you have, yes, ma'am?
Good morning. Sir, sa MTS po, open ba ang MTS to cater? Because you said kaganina, sir, na you are catering sa mga bands or ng mga homegrown na mga pwede unsay pamaagi na maka-join sila, makaano sila sa MTS. Labi na sa daghan ng minaw nato karon nga mga talents po na maka-show po sila sa MTS.
Yeah, pwede naman. We usually have mag-send lang sila sa MTS na, mag-message na sila sa MTS page, and then I usually ask for details na about sa kanila, about sa banda, kaya ba nila mag-perform ng usually two sets or three sets, kaya ba, daghan ba sila og pondo para maka-perform sa MTS. And then again, si Matina Town Square, especially sa Tabuan, gina-prioritize yun namo ang Davao talents or Davao bands. So, support local. Kaya daghan kay talents sa Davao. Daghan kay talents. Although daghang mga venues na kung asa sila pwede mag-showcase sa ilang mga talents, isa na dito ang Matina Town Square.
Sa North Chris naman, sir, ay nangutana sa online kung kanang open ba daw if ever gusto silang mo join sa inyong pop-up. The neighboring community.
Yes, open pa na siya. We charge 1.5 for the registration. And
Asa sila dapat mo connect, sir?
pwede sila mo connect sa sa kay Mir na lang, our admin office. Pwede, they can call our admin office and or email us at nhipod@gmail.com.
Okay. Sir, kay Sir Lampago, sir. Yung sir, kasi yung Binulig Festival, gina-cater na to ang mga IT, sir. Naabay, during the festival, naabay i-showcase ang the IT community during the event po.
Yes, ma'am. Actually, pipila na pud katuig po nga nagabutang sila og tribal village. No, per tribe na siya. And every night they have an event and it is sponsored by one specific tribe. So they will also open their tribal village sabay sa opening pud sa Binulig Festival in general.
Sir, if ever naa sila yung mga particular IT group na naa sila gusto i-showcase, kinahanglan bang mudaan sa PIO po?
No, hindi lang, ma'am. They will just coordinate with the tribal IPMR or the office of the IPMR or the tribal chieftain po. They can go directly to that office.
Thank you, sir.
Or the tourism office. Mga main tribes at Panabo are Mandaya, Manobo, and also katong kuan ganit sila Ariel Makla, katong sa Dato Abdul, Muslim. Sige. Kagan, yes.
Okay, okay, napapantay question. Last question bago ta mag-wrap up.
Kay sir, pwede may balance sir kung pilay budget sa festival para karon sa liga?
Rigid the amount. So, actually, hindi man jud ako kayo amo ang kuan budget, pero at least 7 million. 7 million
Same lang na siya sa
past.
budget niya sa last year.
No, it's higher than past years. Nagataas siya every year. Then, excluded pa dong mga sponsors. So, yun.
Karong tuiga sir, naay mga bago ninyo nga gidagdag sa festival nga mga activities nga wala last year?
Actually, wala may gidagdag, pero last year, most of our participation, like mga entries, close to Panabo, not like this year, we are open to Davao region. So, ato mga indak-indak, DLC competitions, yan.
Prasyag ka ng sa Davao pa Kadayawan Festival.
Maraga na po. Yes.
Okay, so I guess that wraps up our pep talks karong buntag, no? So before we go, basin na pa tayo mga closing statements sige sa mga guests, gikan kay Sir Alan.
So, ayun, we're inviting you all to join the celebration of the 30th Binulig Festival this coming October 6 to 12, week-long celebration. So, magkita-kita na dito. sa City of Panabo. So katong wala pa sa bisita, bisita na mo o enjoy ninyo ang celebration sa Tuminolik Festival.
Salamat kay Sir Alan. Jos?
Maraming salamat sa opportunity na ihatag niyo sa Matina Town Square. So I am inviting everyone this coming September 14, Artist Appreciation Night, September 19, it's an anniversary celebration. And then also, idungag din ako ang pickleball tournament sa Matina Town Square. Kung interested mo, pwede mong mag-watch September 26, 27, and 28. So, yun. Dagang salamat.
Right, Gilbert?
Come September 28, Sunday, inviting you all to visit us at Northcrest Subdivision, our community pop-up, which will be at the clubhouse. So, see you all.
Sir Michael?
Okay na to kay Sir. So again, we invite everyone, not only Binulig Festival, but also Buwan ng Tribo. So if you want to go to Panabo, you can either contact me or si Sir Roy, no, so we can arrange your VIP seats. Thank you so much.
Okay, daghang kay salamat sa mga guests for joining us this morning sa Tumedia Friends. Salamat. O gadang salamat usab sa SM Lanay and of course sa Department of Tourism for this week's Pep Talks. Magkita-kita ta usab 2 weeks from now for another edition of Pep Talks. May buntag ug mabuhay madayaw.